Hello students, I am Khurshid Ahmed. You are welcome in our online classes. I am teaching social science for class 10th and today I am going to start a new chapter Lifeline of National Economy. Are you watching student the name of this chapter Lifeline of National Economy? You are welcome on behalf of Study Point in our virtual online classes. Now we will start. The name of the chapter is Lifeline of National Economy. Lifeline means जीवन रेखाएं, राष्ट्रीय अर्थव्यवस्था की जीवन रेखाएं. Okay, the economy depends on the some mode of transportation, communication, okay, students and international trade. So each economy of the world depends on different modes of the transportation to move the goods and services from one place to the another place. We will discuss first what we are going to study in this chapter. Transport. First, transport is a process. First, we will try to understand the meaning of transportation. Students, transportation किसे कहते हैं? What is the meaning of the transportation? Transportation is a process in which goods and services. First, there is a need to understand we all are making goods and services. We are making commodities and services. Some people of the society are making goods, like some people are doing in factory, in workshop, in companies. They are making different type of consumer goods and they are selling those commodities and goods to the consumer. And some people of the society are making some services, like a teacher is making service, okay, a teacher is selling the service, okay, bank is providing the services, okay, transport means buses and railways are providing the services. So what I want to say, I want to explain that all the people of the society are making different type of goods and services and they are selling these goods and services and they are earning the money by selling all commodities and services. Okay students, what is the meaning of transportation? Students, अगर आपको गुड्स और सर्विसेज को एक जगह से दूसरी जगह पर पहुंचाना है, इफ यू वांट टू मूव गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज फ्रॉम वन प्लेस टू द अनदर प्लेस, फॉर एग्जांपल यू आर लिविंग इन खैराबाद एंड यू आर मेकिंग दरी. खैराबाद इज फेमस for the dari business, okay, and Lucknow is also famous for some commodities, okay, Delhi is also famous for some commodities, and you know about the Muradabad, it is famous as a पीतल नगरी. okay students, तो सब शहरों में कुछ ना कुछ चीजें बनाई जा रही हैं. अब वो चीजें जब वहां पे बनाई जाती हैं तो हाउ इज इट पॉसिबल टू मूव दोज गुड्स फ्रॉम दैट प्लेस टू अनदर प्लेस? कैसे उसको वहां से दूसरे देशों में, दूसरी जगहों में, दूसरी शहरों में पहुंचाया जाएगा? तो जाहिर बात है कि वी हैव टू यूज सम मोड ऑफ ट्रांसपोर्टेशन लाइक रोडवेज, हमें ट्रक की जरूरत पड़ेगी, लाइक वाटरवेज इफ यू वांट टू सेल आवर कमोडिटीज टू द अदर कंट्रीज लाइक as America and European countries, we will use the sea route, okay. तो स्टूडेंट्स, चीजों को एक जगह से दूसरी जगह पर पहुंचाने के लिए हमें मीन्स ऑफ ट्रांसपोर्टेशन की जरूरत पड़ती है, हमें ट्रांसपोर्टेशन के साधनों की, यातायात के साधनों की जरूरत पड़ती है. क्लियर हुई बात की नहीं? तो देखें, ट्रांसपोर्टेशन इज अ प्रोसेस इन विच गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज आर मूव्ड फ्रॉम प्रोड्यूसर और मैन्युफैक्चर टू द कंज्यूमर, ओके, थ्रू द मीन्स ऑफ द ट्रांसपोर्टेशन. ओके स्टूडेंट्स, तो ट्रांसपोर्टेशन एक ऐसा प्रोसेस है जिसमें गुड्स और सर्विसेज को प्रोड्यूसर और मैन्युफैक्चर से कंज्यूमर तक पहुंचाया जाता है. किसके माध्यम से? थ्रू द सम मीन्स ऑफ द ट्रांसपोर्टेशन लाइक बसेस, लाइक ट्रक्स, लाइक रेलवेज, waterways, airways, aeroplane, shipment. Are you getting students? So transportation is a process in which goods and services are moved from producer to the consumers, okay, through the means of transportation like roadways, airways and waterways. Are you getting students? In other words, we can say that transportation goods and services requires facility to move from manufacturer to the consumer, okay. Are you getting students? गुड्स और सर्विसेज को जरूरत पड़ती है मूव करने के लिए, किसकी? ट्रांसपोर्टेशन के मींस की. तो ये जो मूविंग है, मूविंग ऑफ गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज फ्रॉम वन प्लेस टू द अनदर प्लेस थ्रू द मींस ऑफ ट्रांसपोर्टेशन इज कॉल्ड ट्रांसपोर्टेशन. यही क्या कहलाता है? ट्रांसपोर्टेशन कहलाता है. आर यू गेटिंग स्टूडेंट्स? In this chapter we will discuss about the different means of the transportation. The transport means may be divided into three parts: landways, waterways, airways. Okay. In landways, we will use railways, roadways, and pipeline. Railways, roadways, and pipeline. These are the three parts of landways. And waterways are used as a inland and overseas. Inland means when you are moving within the boundary of the country. Okay, this is called inland through the rivers. And overseas means if you are visiting through the waterways from one country to the other country, you will use seas routes. Okay, airways also divided into two parts: domestic and international. Domestic means if you want to go through the airways from one state to the other state within the boundary of the country, it is called domestic airways. And if you want to visit from one country to the other country, it is called international airways. Are you getting? First, we will discuss about the roadways. We will discuss about the importance of the railways and in comparison with railways. Okay, students, we will discuss about the importance of roadways first. Okay, and we will also try to understand what is the importance of roadways in comparison with railways. Okay, then we will discuss about the pipeline. We will cover inland, overseas, domestic, and international airways. Okay, let's come to understand importance of roadways and classification of roadways. Students, the next question is given: importance of roadways in comparison of railways. ठीक है ना? We will try to understand the importance of roadways. अरबी की एक कहावत है, तो उरिफुल अशियाउ भी अज़दादिहा, यानी चीजों को उनके अपोजिट से समझा जा सकता है. Things and goods and commodities are understood with its opponent. Are you getting, students? Now we will try to understand the importance of roadways in comparison of railways. Okay, as compared to railways. What is the importance of roadways? First heading you will write construction cost. Okay, the construction cost of roadways are much lower than the railways. First heading. Second, easy to build. To build or to construct the roadways is very easy. It is very easy to build the roadways in uneven areas. Uneven यानी असमतल areas like mountains and hills. देखें, for example, if you want to go to visit the Nainital, you cannot go through the railways. Okay, you will cover the distance from your home or from your city to the Kathgodam. Railway services is available till the Kathgodam. Okay, after the Kathgodam you will hire the roadways. Okay, you will go you will cover the distance through the buses or through the cars. Are you getting, students? तो easy to build. तो हिल स्टेशन जो होते हैं आपके हिल्स और माउंटेन्स, there is a lack of railways in those areas because railways को बिछाना वहां पर बहुत मुश्किल काम है. It is very tough task to lay the railway lines in those areas. तो roadways are very easy to build. Okay, in uneven areas like mountain and hills. Economical in transportation. Economical means किफायती. Roadways are very economical in transportation of persons and goods and services. Okay, door to door services. देखिए, roadways provides the door to door services but railways are not providing the door to door services. देखिए, अगर आपको if you want to carry some goods and some commodities from one city to the other city, तो क्या करेंगे आप? You will use the railways or you can use roadways. Both options are available to carry goods and services. But railways के लिए you have to go to the railway station, है ना? It will not load or deload your commodities from your home. But roadways can load and deload the commodities from your home. So roadways are very easy. It provides the services door to door. Okay, this is not possible in railways. Easy to cover short distances. Okay, students, roadways can cover the short distances. जैसे आपको अपने घर से बाजार तक जाना है, if you want to visit the market, what will you do? You will not hire the railway. Railway is not available to cover the short distances. Okay, you will hire bus or you will hire the e-rickshaw and you can use the bike or स्कूटर, ओके। तो रोडवेज क्या होता है बच्चों, रोडवेज प्रोवाइड द सर्विसेज टू कवर द शॉर्ट डिस्टेंसेज एंड इट इज ऑल्सो plays a role to link other mode of transportation like airways, रेलवे स्टेशन एंड सी पोर्ट। अगर आपको अपने घर से रेलवे स्टेशन जाना है, इफ यू वांट टू गो टू द रेलवे स्टेशन फ्रॉम योर होम और यू वांट टू गो टू द सी पोर्ट फ्रॉम योर होम, व्हाट विल यू डू, यू विल हायर द रोडवेज। आर यू गेटिंग स्टूडेंट? आप रोडवेज का यूज करके जो है कहां तक जाएंगे, अदर मोड ऑफ ट्रांसपोर्टेशन तक। आई थिंक यू हैव अंडरस्टूड इट, the importance of roadways in comparison of railways. These are the headings you have to write in some points under these headings, okay students. Next question which can be asked, roadways are not competitive but complementary of railways. Question may be, road transport in India is not competitive but complementary to railways, justify statement, okay. देखिए रोडवेज जो है वो कॉम्पिटिटिव नहीं है रेलवेज की, ओके। रेल हमेशा कंपटीशन दो बराबर की चीजों में होता है, दीज आर नॉट इक्वल टू ईच अदर, ओके स्टूडेंट्स, बिकॉज रेलवेज आर प्रोवाइडिंग सम अदर सर्विसेज and roadways are providing some other services. There is a difference between the services of roadways and railways. So roadways are not competitive but these are the complementary or substitute of railways. How will you justify this statement? You can write some headings, short and long distances, okay. Roadways are used to cover the short distance and railways are used to cover the long distance. It is very easy to cover short distance by using roadways, okay, by using means of roadways, but to cover the long distance railways are very easy mode of transportation, okay students. जैसे आपको घर से बाजार तक जाना है, what will you use, you will use roadways. आपको घर से जो है वो किसी कस्बे तक जाना है तो you will not hire the railway, आप क्या हायर करेंगे, रोडवेज, क्योंकि railways are not providing the services to cover short distance. These railways are providing the services to cover long distance, okay. So both are the complementary to each other, both are the substitutional services for each other. Second, perishable and non-perishable goods. Perishable goods are those goods which can be ruined in short period of time, like vegetables. जैसे vegetables होती हैं, सब्जियां, वो बहुत जल्दी खराब हो जाती हैं, तो it is not possible to carry the vegetable from one place to the other place from the railways. आपने नहीं देखा होगा कभी मालगाड़ी से जो है वो सब्जियां इधर से उधर ले जाई जा रही हैं, है ना। हमेशा perishable means those goods which can be ruined in short period of time, like milk, like vegetables and some other commodities, okay. These commodities are carried through the roadways from city to city, from state to state, okay. And non-perishable goods are durable goods, goods which cannot be ruined in short period of time. These can be kept for long time पीरियड, लाइक फ्रिज है, एसी है, ऑल इलेक्ट्रॉनिक आइटम्स हैं, ठीक है ना, और इसी तरीके से ऑयल वगैरह है। तो आपने देखा होगा ऑल नॉन पेरिशेबल गुड्स आर कैरीड थ्रू द रेलवेज, मालगाड़ियां चलती हैं इसके लिए, ओके। स्पेसिफिक डिस्क, तो वी कैन से कि रोडवेज आर नॉट कॉम्पिटिटिव, दीज आर द कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री। स्पेसिफिक डिस्टेंस और एनीवेयर, स्टूडेंट्स रेलवेज halt a specific एरिया, ओके। रेलवेज क्या करते हैं, पड़ाव एक स्पेसिफिक एरिया पे डालते हैं, ओके। द रेलवेज आर नॉट प्रोवाइडिंग द सर्विसेज टू एनीवेयर, ओके। दीज रेलवेज आर प्रोवाइडिंग द सर्विसेज टू दोज एरियाज वेयर द लोडिंग एंड डिलोडिंग फैसिलिटीज अवेलेबल। लाइक आपके एरिया में जो भी आपके करीब का रेलवे स्टेशन है, वहां देखो कि इज इट पॉसिबल टू लोड और डीलोड द कमोडिटीज और गुड्स इन दैट स्टेशन, वहां रेलवे रुकेगी। But roadways are used to load and deload the goods and services anywhere. कहीं पर भी आप, अपने घर पर भी आप गाड़ी खड़ी करके लोड और डीलोड कर सकते हैं, okay students. Railways are not providing the services door to door, but roadways are providing door to door services. Roadways are increasing the reach of railways, okay. Roadways ने railways की पहुंच को बढ़ा दिया है। Are you getting students? कि if you want to carry some goods through the railways, तो क्या करेंगे, first you will use the roadways means of transportation and you will go to the railway station where you will load or deload the commodities to railways. Okay, so roadways are playing the role to increase the reach of railways. It is providing door to door services. In conclusion, we can say that roadways are not competitive, but these are the complementary and substitute of railways. Okay students, okay student, now we will try to understand the classification of roadways. Okay, classification of road. The classification of roadways may be described on the basis of capacity and material used. Okay, जो हमारे यहाँ roads हैं वो capacity और material use के base पर classify किए गए हैं. First we will try to understand the classification of road on the basis of capacity. On the basis of capacity, the biggest road of India is Golden Quadrilateral Super Highways. Okay, these are the biggest roads of India on the basis of capacity. इन roads की capacity बहुत ज़्यादा होती है. Golden Quadrilateral Super Highways are constructed or managed by the NHIA. NHIA, National Highway Authority of India. NHAI होगा. Authority of India, NHAI. Okay students, National Highway Authority of India are constructing the Golden Quadrilateral Super Highways, and the NHIA is maintaining the Golden Quadrilateral Super Highways. Golden Quadrilateral Super Highways are 6-lane highways managed by the NHIA. इनमें 6 लाइन होती है. 6 लाइन का क्या मतलब है कि एक साथ 6 गाड़ियां जो है वो चल सकती हैं इन पर. यानी इतने चौड़े रोड हैं ये कि एक साथ 6 बड़ी गाड़ियां अगर चलेंगी बराबर बराबर में तो वो 6 गाड़ियां एक साथ चल सकती हैं. ओके, these highways are used to link the metro cities. Like you are watching the map of India. This is Delhi, Delhi to Mumbai, Delhi to Calcutta, Mumbai to Chennai, and Chennai to Calcutta. Are you getting it, students? Okay, this is the quadrilateral. Quadrilateral, do you know about the quadrilateral shape? You have studied the shape in mathematics. So this is making the quadrilateral shape. Delhi to Mumbai, Mumbai to Chennai, Chennai to Calcutta, Calcutta to Delhi. Okay, this Golden Quadrilateral Super Highway is connecting all the metro cities of India. Okay, and east-west corridors. It is also connecting the east and west corridors, like east and west. Porbandar, this is the west, this is the east. Porbandar is the city of Gujarat and Silchar is the city of Assam. It is connecting the Porbandar of Gujarat in west to the Silchar of Assam in east. Okay students, and it is also connecting north-south corridors like Srinagar of Jammu Kashmir in north and Kanyakumari of Tamil Nadu in south. Are you getting it, student? This is also connecting north-south corridors and east-west corridors. Okay students, north-south में कौन सा होगा? North-south में श्रीनगर ऑफ जम्मू कश्मीर टू द कन्याकुमारी ऑफ तमिलनाडु, और ईस्ट-वेस्ट में कौन सा है? सिलचर ऑफ असम टू द पोरबंदर ऑफ गुजरात. What is the objectives of the Golden Quadrilateral Super Highways? Main objective, the main important objective of Golden Quadrilateral Super Highway is to reduce the time to cover the distance from the major metro cities. Okay, and to reduce the distance between the major metro cities. Okay, these two are the main objective of making Golden Quadrilateral Super Highways. Now we will try to understand the national highways. The second highways are national highways. Okay students, we will understand the national highways. देखो हमने लास्ट जो समझे थे वो Golden Quadrilateral Highways थे. Those highways are used to connect the metro cities like Delhi, Mumbai, Calcutta and Chennai. But national highways are the primary road system of India. Okay, जितनी भी states हैं, all the states of India and their capitals are connected through the national highways. So national highways are primary road system. These are used to connect the extreme part of our country. Okay, the extreme part of our country are being connected through the national highways, and these national highways are constructed and maintained by the CPWD. CPWD is the Central Public Works Department. Okay, Central Public Works Department. Again, you can see Central Public Works Department are constructing the national highways and maintaining these national highways under the guidance of National Highway Authority of India. Okay, students, the most famous national highway of India is Sher Shah Suri Road. ठीक है, this is historical national highway. This is also called NH1 and NH2. Okay, NH1 and NH2 are also called Sher Shah Suri Road. This road connects the Calcutta of Pashchim Bengal to the Amritsar of Punjab. Okay, students, and the fifth is National Highway 7 is the longest national highway of India. It connects Varanasi to Kanyakumari. From the Varanasi to Kanyakumari, this is the longest national highway, is called NH7. The length of this highway is 2369 kilometers. Okay, students, now we will try to understand the state highways. Okay, students, now we will try to understand third, state highways. State highways are those roads which are used to connect the capital of the state to its district headquarters. Okay, all those roads are made by the SPWD. SPWD means State Public Works Department. Okay, sorry, State Public Works Department. State Public Works Department are constructing the state highways and maintaining these highways of state and union territories. Okay, students, now next is district roads. District roads are those roads which are used to connect the district of any state to the other towns and places of its nearby area. Okay, these district roads are maintained or are constructed by Zilla Parishad of district. Okay, some other roads are those roads which are used to connect the villages and towns. Okay, so those roads which are used to connect the villages and towns are called other roads. These other roads are constructed by the Pradhan Mantri Sadak Yojana. Pradhan Mantri Sadak Yojana is also trying to connect the villages to the important major cities and of that state and major district of that state. Okay, students, now rest of the roads we will discuss. Now we will discuss border roads. Students, border roads are the roads of border area of India. These roads are constructed or maintained by the Border Road Organization. Border Road Organization was established in 1960. This organization was established to build and maintain the roads of northern border of India and northeastern border of India. Okay, so these northern border of India and northeastern border of India's road are constructed or made by the Border Road Organization. Okay, now we will try to understand the classification of road on the basis of material use. On the basis of material use, the roads are classified in two types: metal road and unmetal road. Metal road are those roads which are constructed with the cement, concrete and bitumen of coil, tarpaul, you can say tarpaul. These are used for all seasons. These roads are found in district and cities. Okay, students, unmetal road are those roads which are constructed with the clay and crushed rocks. These roads are used only in dry season, and in rainy season and winter season these are roads not fit for the travel. Okay, these roads are found in village area. Are you getting, students? Okay. Okay, students, now we will discuss the problem faced by the road transport. This is very important question. What types of problems are being faced by the roadways in India? First heading you will write: many roads are unmetalled. Means many roads of village areas in India are unmetalled. Okay, these roads are used only in dry season, and these roads are creating problems for traveling in rainy seasons. Okay, insufficient reach of NH. In many places there is insufficient reach of NH. Okay, people face the problem to reach NH in rural areas especially. High traffic problem is a very big problem of the present time in cities and states. Okay, high traffic problem are faced by the travel people, and by the other people who are using the roads. Okay. And narrow bridge and tunnels. Narrow bridge and tunnels, most of the tunnels and bridges which are being used to connect the roads are very narrow, and these are tunnels are very old. There is a need to build the wide bridges and wide tunnels. Okay students, these are the problems. You can write these problems in headings. Under these problems you have to write some points. Okay students, thank you. In next video we will discuss the next topic, that is railways. I have covered all the questions related to roadways.